Hey, Lindsay Mullaney here. So yesterday, you all know that it was National Whipped Cream Day, and I really wanted to make homemade whipped cream with coconut cream because I'm dairy free. But we were go yesterday, and so I had to settle for whipped cream from Starbucks. But I didn't want to not make it because I think it's awesome to know that dairy free people can have whipped cream as well. So what I've done here is I put this large glass bowl in the freezer, and it's been actually in the freezer since yesterday, but you only need to maybe put it in half an hour before you want to make it. And I also did the same for the, I don't even know what these are called, stir something? Whisks. So those are chilled, this is chilled, and the coconut cream that I'm using is, I'm actually using a Roy high-fat coconut milk because that's what I had in the fridge, but you can buy actual cream. But you want to be careful that you are just scooping out the cream. So do you see there? Absolutely no liquid. So by putting it in the fridge, the two will actually separate. So you're just going to scoop out the cream and leave the liquid. And I'll actually show you if I can once I get this out. And you'll want to even leave some of the cream that's kind of closer to the bottom. Just leave it because you don't want the liquid to come in. So I don't know if you can see that, but that's all the liquid. So that's the coconut milk, like the coconut water. Actually, that's what that is. And it is actually like a lot of the carbs sit in there, a lot of the sugars. So just leave that behind. And so yeah, so what you do is you just start beating. Sorry, it's going to be loud. And as you're doing this, you're going to want to aerate it. So like, you just got to keep going because it's got to get the air in there. You can kind of see that it's getting thicker as the air is getting in there.
What are you making? Whipped cream. Say it again.
Oh, I'm making whipped cream.
Oh.
Sorry, my husband's filming, and so I didn't realize that people were asking. I'm making whipped cream, but with coconut cream, so dairy-free whipped cream. Okay, so right now you can kind of see in there, I could keep going, but this is really good enough. You're not going to get that big, airy whipped cream that you do with whipping cream with dairy, but there's a couple things you can do. Honestly, I feel like coconut cream is sweet enough, but you can add a little bit of vanilla to it. This is my favorite. It's chocolate flavored stevia, so I always add a couple drops of that.
Dairy free.
And it's dairy free as well, as you know. So I put a couple drops in there, and then because you want it to stay firmer, I do add a little bit of swerve, and I don't have a spoon here, so I'm just going to add a little bit in there, not a ton, and then mix again. Okay, perfect. So this is something that you definitely want to store in the fridge because it will like flatten if you leave it out too long. Just gonna get this spoon from when I got from the coconut cream. So, as you can see in there, I don't know if you can get over there, honey, but you can see it's nice. And so this is if you were following my stories, I made chocolate bars earlier today, which are like super creamy. They actually kind of remind me more of fudge, but they're dairy-free as well. And so if you're just adding a little bit of whipped coconut, you can see how beautiful that is. And it tastes amazing. It tastes amazing. It's so good. So yeah, so I'd say maybe a 1/4 cup would be a serving of this. And then when you're done, definitely store it in the fridge and it will harden and it'll stay in form. But if you leave it out, it will basically deflate into just almost like coconut cream again. But yeah, so flavor's awesome. Of course, it tastes like coconut, but anyways, so that's how you make dairy-free coconut cream. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Have a great day.